TinkerCAD tip. Still talking about 3D printed chainmail or these flexible fabrics. This is a design that I created myself. I just started with a polygon here, a six-sided polygon, a hexagon, and made some changes to it. You can see where this goes up and down, over and under. If we look at a piece of it here, again, there's a gap that goes between each piece so that when it prints, it doesn't stick together. The way I made this, I'll show you here. Let's grab a duplicate of that, bring it over. Let's ungroup that. And you can see here that it's a number of whole shapes and a solid shape. So here we just have a whole hexagon that was made a little bit smaller. And then here, if I bring this up, you can see this is just a couple of triangles. The same with underneath. If we undo that and we just group these together, you get that shape. Again, using wave duplication to recreate a pattern here. So let's take a duplicate of that and we'll shift nudge this over a little bit. We'll zoom in to make sure our spacing is good. It's a little too close. Let's move that over. There we go. And by keeping that selected and hitting Control D, I could move out. We can select all of these. Let's make a duplicate of that. Now on this one, we're going to have to shift over a bit. So if we zoom in here, we can get our spacing correct. There we go. Zoom in a bit. Let's move that back over. Let's move that back one this way. There we go. Right now that we have those two rows, because they're offset, we'll have to take a duplicate of that. And again, we'll shift nudge those into place. Right about there. Keeping that selected, we'll just start hitting Control D. Now we could make these sheets as small or as large as we want. So let me show you what this looks like when this is 3D printed. And this is that open hexagon design. If we look at a corner here, you can see the six-sided object with 3 down and 3 up. This was printed at a fairly large scale. I still have plenty of room to shrink this up a bit, but it's a very open design, quite flexible. It printed well. I didn't have any parts of it sticking together. As you get smaller, you might run into problems with that, but as you go larger, there'd be more of a gap or a tolerance between the links. But this is a fairly good design too. It worked out well. Holds together pretty well. It's fairly strong. So, as always, if you got comments or questions or suggestions, leave those in the comments. Like, follow, and share. And I will see you in the next one again. I still have plenty more examples to go over here. Some designs that also work, but some that didn't work.